Jose Mourinho disappearing from a press conference, a double bicycle kick, Messi and Godin's hive mind, and the most synchronized goal celebration ever. In this video we would like to show you more unforgettable moments of that kind, so get ready for some amazing stories that may actually look fake despite being 100% legit. But before we get into it, we would like you to answer our today's question. Speaking of incredible coincidences, one of these Man United legends can boast with a unique achievement. He scored on his debut, his 100th game, his 200th game, his 300th game, his 400th game, and his 500th game for the club, though the goal in his 200th game was actually an own goal. Which one of the notorious Red Devils we are talking about? Ryan Giggs, Paul Scholes, Wayne Rooney, Sir Bobby Charlton? Please leave your answers in the comments, and now it's time for us to start. Here we go. So let's begin with Jose Mourinho and his magic trick at the press conference. Jose took a sip of water. In a moment, a man appeared in front of the camera, and the next moment Mourinho was gone. Let's move on to this penalty taken by Borussia Dortmund. It looked as if the taker, Emre Can, got possessed by Julian Brandt, who was pulling the strings controlling his teammates' movement. In the end, Emre was precise from the spot, but it was Brandt who actually made this penalty so memorable.
Can to put the icing on the cake. Gladbach.
Now to the most synchronized goal celebration by the two Man United players, Wayne Rooney and Luke Shaw. Once the signal was given, they moved their bodies in perfect sync, as well as their right arms, which looked pretty hilarious. And now take a look at the perfectly synchronized double dive. The two players were too eager to get each other yellow carded, so they both fell down on the pitch holding their foreheads, screaming in pain and looking at the referee. The ref, however, couldn't help but smile at them, as he would never fall for such a bizarre piece of acting. And this guy actually turned off the light at the stadium with a single gesture.
To play tonight and get minutes under his belt, which he did do, and he'll be better for that, so he'll be closer to match fitness on a Saturday.
Now this is probably one of the most iconic moments in football. Cristiano Ronaldo had just scored a goal against Ghana. He was just about to celebrate it in his trademark fashion when a poster of Leo Messi suddenly appeared on a camera. It looked pretty epic on the replay, though not everyone noticed this poster, but this very picture is even more iconic. At a post-match interview, one of the journalists showed this picture to Cristiano and asked for his comments. "I have already seen this photo, that's a nice one," said Ronaldo smiling. Now to another magic trick by Neymar. He was fouled and PSG were awarded a free kick. Edinson Cavani was about to take it, but Dani Alves took the ball from him as he wanted his compatriot to take the free kick. Then another PSG player blocked the view for a moment, and once he was gone, there appeared Neymar holding the ball in his hands. Yet another example of perfect synchronization took place in Brugge-Man City match. Clinton Mota and Raheem Sterling both fell down on the pitch after a challenge, and then the magic began. The two players were so in sync that it's pretty hard now to believe that this is real. Now to a most incredible story featuring an advertisement board. Leo Messi was preparing to take a free kick. The Argentine took a run up and performed a perfect shot, which found the top corner. And now watch the advertisement boards. Once Messi touched the ball, the word GOAT appeared on them. As you surely know, GOAT stands for the greatest of all time, or simply the best. All things considered, that was probably the most iconic free kick in the Argentine's glorious career. Back in 2016, a most unique incident took place in the Leicester-Hull City game. A corner was taken, and the Hull City footballer's shot was parried by the Leicester keeper. After that, two Hull players at once tried to finish it with a bicycle kick, so they both jumped and made a shot, which sent the ball into the back of the net. It was so perfectly synchronized that even on the replay it's nearly impossible to figure out who was the scorer. To this day, it's either Diomande or Hernandez on different websites. However, the most important thing is that this goal brought victory to Hull, in addition to being a joy to behold. The funny story happened in the Tottenham-Liverpool match. The ex-Spurs manager Tim Sherwood was at the studio, and just when he said that Tottenham shouldn't be too worried about Liverpool's corner, Bobby Firmino's header found the back of the net. Tim couldn't believe what he'd just seen, while his fellow pundits couldn't help laughing at such a well-timed prediction.
There, so not sure anyone can get the head on the first ball for Liverpool apart from that one.
Oh, Tim! It's Firmino in the 90th minute.
And once again, Tim Sherwood, how he miraculously disappeared, just like Mourinho. Here you can see the Spurs manager standing by the tunnel, and the next moment, he's gone. Speaking of real magicians, we can't help but mention two Liverpool managers. Here's how Jurgen Klopp made the graphics disappear, but the German's trick can never compare to the one performed by Rafael Benitez. Just look at how Rafael conjoined the graphics with his name and positioned with his gesture. Isn't this the perfect way to introduce yourself? Funnily, he did the same trick later as the Newcastle manager. Though it didn't look that fancy at that time, it was nonetheless amazing.
So much good has happened for Rafael Benitez for a change in this half.
As for these medics, not only were they perfectly in sync with each other, but they also looked like identical twins. And now to the hive mind of Leo Messi and Diego Godin. How else can you explain them making the same moves absolutely simultaneously? However, after Diego Godin had played so many games against Messi in La Liga, it is possible that he decided to follow the strategy: if you want to beat Messi, think like Messi. This iconic free kick just has to be here. The two legends, David Beckham and Ryan Giggs, failed to agree on who was going to take a shot and thus created an absolute masterpiece. They both hit the ball at the same moment, and even if we look at the replay, it's too hard to tell who made that shot. Even the players themselves couldn't help smiling at something this extraordinary.
Could be Beckham direct, he can keep it out. Johnson with a back header, and Keane with a strong challenge on Schmeichel.
Yes, it was a free kick, he just pushed Peter Schmeichel. It was a good free kick in the first one originally.
Let's move on to the Roma-Sampdoria game, which took place earlier this year. The scores were levels, 0-0, 57 minutes in, and Jose Mourinho was about to make a substitution as he was giving instruction to Ola Solbakken, who was about to come in. Jose Mourinho raised his head to look at the pitch, and at that very moment, he finally scored. The confused Portuguese froze for a moment, and then told Solbakken that he wasn't coming in as a sub, so the player had to put his training shot back again on and go back to the bench. And now to the funny Real Madrid throw-in taken by Fabio Coentrao and James Rodriguez in a match against Almeria. They both got the ball, one for each actually, and both made a throw-in at the same time. It's hard to tell how they didn't see each other, but their double throw-in did look hilarious. Perfect timing as it is. These players fell down as if they were bowling pins. They're up and only needed one skill move to embarrass them all with a cheeky fake shot. What a picture this is! Alexander Isak and Lukasz Fabianski holding the same pose and looking in the same direction. Its backstory, however, is quite funny. Isak was running towards the West Ham goal, and Fabianski made a foolish mistake and gave away the ball. The Swede now only needed to send it into the empty net, which he did, and the two players were now standing with their hands on the belt, watching the ball cross the goal line. That's how this photo was taken. Without the backstory, however, it might seem that there was something on the stands that caught their eye. To finish off our today's video, here's a fascinating goal by Takefusa Kubo. The Japanese got the ball on the wing, caught inside and sent the ball into the bottom corner. Nothing special, you may say, but pay attention to the ball's trajectory. It actually nutmegged 4 players. This perfect timing moment went down in history as one of the most unique goals ever scored, now known as the quadruple nutmeg. That was the end of our hilarious and at times weird compilation of unbelievable coincidences and the most synchronized moments of football, the most memorable of them all. And which one of these stories did you find the most enjoyable? Please let us know in the comments. Dear friends, feel free to subscribe to our channel and click the bell button if you enjoyed this video, as that will help its promotion and allow you to get a notification once our new video is out. That's it for today, but there's a bunch of other videos we have on our channel, so don't hesitate to check them out.